Hello everybody, it is Purple Nova and welcome back to another topic video. Now, today's topic is going to be about Satisfactory 1.0 release. Now, I've been talking about my channel, the last two, but I want to talk about Satisfactory as that is something that has been a big part of my channel recently, and I've done a little research, and I think you're gonna want to know a couple of these things before you play Satisfactory 1.0, before it releases. So let's jump into it. Okay, so what I have here, I am in Photoshop right now, and I've created a nice little diagram, nice little collage of things that I have found based off my research with Satisfactory 1.0. I know this isn't all of it. There's probably some things that I'm missing, but I watched a few videos, I looked at a couple things, and this is what I got. So where to start? Now, let's talk about when Satisfactory 1.0 is going to happen. We don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but it's going to come, I believe, this year. I think that was confirmed. I don't know if it was confirmed. I'm not confirming that it was confirmed, but I thought it was coming out this year. I can't remember off of the videos, but it's coming. It's coming. It's announced. In terms of what's going to happen, as you can see in my diagram right here, we are currently in alpha mode. We are currently in alpha mode. So what does alpha mode mean? That means that the game itself is not complete. So like there's still content to come. There's still fixes that need to be made, changes that can happen. That's what alpha mode means, at least from what I gathered. So what comes after alpha mode? What's there to expect? Well, they have announced that they're going to be doing a closed beta at some point. And you can sign up for that closed beta. I don't know when it happens. It might be happening right now. Heck, I don't even know. But there's a closed beta that you can go sign up for. I know that spots are limited. I have not signed up for it yet. I think I'm going to wait till the 1.0 release because I don't know if I'll get my this first playthrough done by the time 1.0 comes out. But kind of the only content that's coming, the only thing that's happening between the alpha mode and the 1.0 release is this closed beta in terms of what new content to expect. That's like in-game sort of stuff that you can actually physically go and look at in-game. That's the closed beta. I don't know how long that's going to last, what all that'll entail, but I'm guessing that's not going to be exactly 1.0. So they're going to take information from the closed beta and put it into 1.0, change some things, minor tweaks. Now I'm guessing closed beta is going to be pretty much a complete game. And they aren't planning on changing much from closed beta to 1.0, as that kind of seems to be what happens. And this game has been in development for a really long time, so I think it's just polishing some things, maybe tweaking a few things. And we'll get into the things that we know for sure are going to be changing and coming into Satisfactory 1.0. So after closed beta, we got 1.0. That's pretty much it. That is complete game, fully finished. The only thing really about 1.0 is like all the content that they want in the game is going to be in the game. Like they that's pretty much how it's going to work. That's pretty much what 1.0 is. It's a full release of the game, and we'll go into the things that are coming in. So what do we know that's not coming into the game? Well, in a video called, I have a screenshot right here, this video called "These Things Are Not Coming to 1.0" by Coffee Stain Studios, which is the company that has been doing Satisfactory. You can go watch it. I'll link it into my description and you can go watch it from there if you want. It talks about a few things that are not coming. So one of the key things that I found were these parts that we know for sure are not coming. The first one is color cartridges, and that goes along with flower petals. So one of the things that Coffee Stain Studios didn't really enjoy or didn't see to work as well as expected was the color cartridges. I don't know if originally you needed color cartridges to paint all your buildings or do any paints. That might have been it. I didn't play Satisfactory in its really early stages, so yeah, I'm not sure, but I know right now you use flower petals to create color cartridges, and you take those color cartridges and you basically like paint, kind of customize with what are they called, like on the floor, your little floor stickers, your little floor whatever customization things. You know, if you know play a game, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, color cartridges and flower petals are being removed from the game, and so all customization in terms of color and everything that way is going to be free. Now that does not mean the customization of the patterns on your like platforms and your walls are going to be free. No, that still is stuff you have to unlock in the awesome shop. This is only just for like paints and stuff and like decals, kind of, more or less, is what that means. So you'll be able to customize it a little bit better and not have to run around going for flower petals and things, flower petals for cartridges and blah 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 blah. Denny talks about it in this video of these things are not coming to 1.0. And I know there's another video about things not coming to 1.0. I haven't watched it. There might be some more things, but I think this one was the updated one, or one more recent. So the other thing was beacons. Now, I think that's something that's been known, as beacons are being removed. They're going to be, I believe, completely removed. So he did talk about how there is an alternate recipe that does use beacons, and that is still in the game. That is why beacons are still in the game. They really serve no purpose for mapping, because it just automatically, if you place a beacon, it automatically just turns into the whole system on the map. It just like converts it to however the map works now. So basically, like, you place it and it disappears, and you get the marker on the map, and you basically customize it through the map as if you'd never placed a beacon at all, pretty much. So I think 1.0, they're going to completely remove beacons, change that alternate recipe. And I don't know, there was a comment on the first topic video about alternate recipes being changed. I can't remember exactly what it talked about, but I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm guessing the person that commented is going to watch this. I forgot what you all said, but you did talk about alternate recipes and how those are going to potentially be changing. And I know this is for sure one that's going to be changing, is our beacons. So those are the things that aren't coming to the game. Now, you may wonder yourself, if you play the game, you know that there are like these orbs that you can get. There's like the S shape, whatever, little geodes, I think is what you would call them. You can go pick them up. They don't do anything. They talk to you really funkily, and it gives me shivers whenever it's like, pick me up, do it. I hate it. Something about the president too. I don't know. Really funny stuff, but not my thing. So, what's coming to what's coming? Who's coming? What's coming in this game? There's no come in this game. Sorry, wrong game. I had to make the joke. So things that are staying in the game. Now, if you notice, Sam Orr is not used at all right now. And if you look in game, it says this will likely be removed, I believe is what it says. There's a prompt that comes up. So it's not in use right now, but in the official wiki of Satisfactory, it says that this is going to get used for the story mode and changed a little bit, or at least used for the story mode. So I believe Sam Orr is still going to be a thing. So don't abandon it yet. I don't know the exact details on what's happening to Sam Orr, but the official wiki does have that it is going to be still in the game and used for the story mode, along with your orbs. Those are all going to be used for story mode, and your S-shape geodes. Also, I think geodes, I don't know, also used for story mode. So these are all staying. They're all going to be part of a story that can help you. It's like its own. I don't think the story is going to play a major role in the game itself. I think it's kind of this side thing that you can do. It's more optional, is my interpretation of it. So you basically do it, and you get like a story mode if you really want to. I just hit my microphone, sorry. You can get a story mode with this game, along with the factory parts of the game. And kind of how you can, I guess, you can complete the game the way you can right now with all your factories and everything that way. Then you can also complete a story mode to the game, which is going to be fun. I'm excited to see what that's all entails. We don't really have any details on what that story mode is, but I'm guessing it's going to be cool. Hopefully it's cool. So in this video, now this is a screenshot I took at the end of it, and I'll quickly go through some things I want to point out in this video before I go into this screenshot. So the first thing, I guess was it 2018 trailer, I think is what he was saying. There was like a big crab. that was shown, and that crab is not coming to the game, at least not at 1.0. So right now, and the reason for that is because Satisfactory is not very combat based, and he was mentioning how they want to, or in order to do more combat stuff, it just takes time, and it's an optional thing that they can't really do optional things right now because they want to get this game 1.0 released. So the optional stuff is optional stuff that would come later on if allowed, if time given or time available, stuff that can happen. So there was a big crab, which is unfortunate because I think it'd be really fun to fight a really big crab. That'd be crazy, but that's not coming to the game. So what is this screenshot? Now, this was a little teaser that he gave, or that Coffee Stain Studios, I forget who does these videos. I forget his name. If you know his name, please put it in the comments. I forget his name. I really like him. He makes really great videos. These videos are awesome. But this is a little teaser that came at the end of it. Now, you may be wondering, what are these? These look like biomass burners, which I believe they are. So like your beginning burners that you create when you first start the game, these are them. And I don't recall there being an input to these burners. I don't know if you see that right there. There's a little input right here. Whoops. Right here. That's an input to the burners. I don't ever remember there being an input. I think that's what this teaser is that you can finally give some automation to these biofuel burners, which is going to be really nice for beginning of the game, because when you first start the game, you're running like you have very small amount of power that you're trying to keep up with, and you can't really leave it for too long because like you can only put like 100 or like 200 leaves or 100 or however many of each thing in those biofuel burners, biomass burners, and you have to always come back and basically refuel them, and it can be a little annoying at the start. So this looks like you can add a little bit of automation to it, so you can leave for more time, for a longer extended period of time at the beginning. Now, a nice thing about these biofuel burners, that if you're like mid game and you don't have batteries unlocked yet, these are a great way to kind of substitute batteries, at least my experience. Whenever I would be running low on power, these would kick in, because I don't think they run if you have enough power from other power sources. I don't think they run. I might be completely crazy with that. Someone should fact check me on that, but I don't believe they run. So mid game, having this system that you just have a bunch of backup fuel, and you can substitute enough power from these, and you're not placing like 100 gazillion of them. You place a decent amount for like backup power, or when your power is like you're right in line of your power. I think these are a great way to kind of have your own batteries at a very cheap point, or very cheap battery type machines mid game. At least that's my experience. So having these automated is going to be great, and I think that's what this means. And this might be like a revamp of the burners themselves. I don't know if that's actually part of it. I might be crazy. I can look it up. Who's gonna look things up? What's the point in that? So go check out this video if you're curious on what things are not coming to the game. They haven't really done much on what is coming to the game. I'm expecting there should be a video coming out pretty soon, so I think this video came out a couple weeks ago. So yeah, all right, what else? I think there might be a couple more things. I just want to make sure I got everything. So alpha mode, closed beta, yeah. There's going to be new content coming. We don't know what that content is yet. At least at the recording and release of this video, we do not know. So other things that are coming to 1.0, some major fixes to issues. Now they're not going to be fixing anything from this point to 1.0. They're not going to do any mini updates unless there's something like big and crucial that somehow gets broken. But they're not going to do any real bug fixes, major bug fixes, or glitchy stuff not working and stuff that way. They're not going to fix any of that until 1.0 because that's going to be they're trying to polish it, get this game ready for 1.0, and those fixes are going to come in that. I've experienced some fixes. One of the things is sometimes my walls won't register, and so you can like see through the walls. If I have a lot of assets kind of in one area, typically my walls or my floors will kind of glitch in and out, and you can like see through them. Not a big deal. Sometimes it kind of resolves itself after a while, but that's one of the things that I experienced that might be fixed. I don't know if anyone else has the experience. Might just be my game. All right, I think that's about it. Again, a lot of the stuff was from this video, from videos from Coffee Stain Studios, so you can go check them out. They're the kind of the backers of Satisfactory. They're the backbone. And then the official wiki, which is also a great place to look for content stuff that way. And oh, the rebalance. So some of the recipes are going to be looked at and rebalanced. Now, what does that mean for your factories? Now, they're expecting a lot of people are going to restart the game when it first releases, which is a pretty safe thing to do. I know I'm probably going to. Might do another playthrough of it, depending. We'll see. So a lot of the recipes more towards end game are the ones that are going to be looked at and kind of tweaked a little bit to have them make sense and actually, I don't know, work a little differently. So like where I'm at in my playthrough, if you're watching along with that, is I'm on like my first mega factory for the first part of the 4 that are needed to basically finish the game right now. And I'm guessing those recipes, like those tier 7 and 8 recipes, stuff that comes from tier 7 and 8, are all going to be looked at and kind of revamped, or at least most of them are. Some, few, many, maybe, I don't know. Those are going to be looked at. Those are going to be tweaked a little bit. So who knows how it's going to affect factories if you want to continue your, I don't know, your build through 1.0. You might just have to restart. I think it's best to restart through 1.0, get a fresh start, really experience the game again, which is good. Like, it's good that they're looking at recipes. I know it's kind of sucks being at the end of the game and being like, oh, might not work, but all in all, it's a good thing. It means they're considering how the game flows, and it's not like this is how it is how it's going to be. They're open to change and making it a better experience for new players, for people playing the game maybe for the first time after 1.0, and it's not 1,000 factories to create one mega factory. 1,000 machines. Anyway, that's all that. What else is there? Is there anything else? Nope, that's about it. That's about all I got. That's about all I found. Again, I'll link this video in the description. You can go watch it. If you have any more ideas for topic videos, let me know. I think this was a pretty good one. Matches my content. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, we will see you all in the next one. Bye.